So I was, just letting go of feelings, Like the good thing about today is that I know feelings, they're feelings. They're not facts. You know what I mean? Especially for me, addict and recovery. I mean, I think I go through all the feelings in maybe an hour, two, and then back and forth, And I don't know, it's funny though, because sometimes, like there is shit that I'm like, oh my God, did you see that? Or did you think that? The good thing is it's a spot check, you know what I mean? It's a feeling spot check. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I always find a resolution or where it's coming from and where there could be growth, you know what I mean? Something that I love about God, believing in God and the God that I serve, you know what I mean? Um, when I ask for something, there's a test, you know what I mean? There's a test. And he ain't gonna let me know, you know what I mean? Like that's just how life is. Like I have to learn that and I had to learn that. Like if I want patience, obviously there's gonna be a test to get there. You know what I mean? Um, if I want independence, is just or letting go. There's gonna be some tests before that comes. You know what I mean? Because how can God or how can I know really that I've overcome something if I haven't been tested? You know what I mean? If I haven't been put through that, I can't. You know what I mean? I can't ask for something I'm not ready for, you know what I mean? And I know that. So the good thing about the the work I've done in myself, that God has done in myself, um, is that I can look in the mirror and realize that change comes from within. You know what I mean? And honestly, little by little, I've started to realize that my thoughts, get a little healthier. And when they don't, it's okay because then I'm like, sometimes even certain things, don't even. Mm, I can differentiate what comes from me, what comes from the outside, and what comes from that little bitch that lives in my head. That try to, that tries to act up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I get a thrill out of it, to be honest. Because it's all growth. It's all a lesson. Um, I have pain, but I don't know. Today was cool because, to be honest, like I had painful day like since the morning. I was like, and I think I was mad because I read last night. I read the Bible and it said that you know what I mean that something about like being worried at night and in the morning there comes peace or healing. I'm not sure what part of the Bible. I know I read it somewhere in there. But the point was that I woke up and I was expecting it. You know what I mean? And you can't. Like, I can't expect things, because life is life. Lessons are lessons. And that's just how it is, you know what I mean? But you know what? What a beauty at night. You know what I mean? In the morning, I had ups and downs throughout the day, you know what I mean? Because I go through I don't even know how many feelings, but now as I sit here and I done some work and I done some writing and I done some reading and I done some crying and I done some screaming, I'm like, oh my God, you just needed to let that out. It might, you know what I mean? It didn't come out. But the thing is that when you're just telling the truth, you know what I mean, and you're just trying to grow, shit just gonna come out. It's gonna come out. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. But I needed that. I needed that shit to come up because I was like, oh, like now I don't know, I feel good. Like, so, anyways, it's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. My addiction was progressive. So, in my recovery, it's, it's going to take some time, you know what I mean? That's progressive too, but in the opposite route. So, I mean, I don't know how long, but it takes probably double, triple that, you know what I mean? And to be honest, through life, we never stop learning, growing. Shit, that's just how it is, you know? But I'm just beyond grateful that my new favorite words are balance, health, um, self love, family, kids, all these words that I actually truly, because I fought for that and continue to fight, um, appreciate, you know what I mean? So I'm just beyond grateful. Thank you. Love you. Bye.